Make a list. Discounts.
Use camera. Why? So Facebook changes all this stuff, and now they're back to like their prior design.
Okay, wait. So we're doing what? Are we live?
Yes.
Okay, so accessories, and we're talking Baby Lock and Brother.
Good morning. Welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing's live
35.
stream for Thursday, the 10th of June.
Should we do 35?
Yeah, that's 35.
Okay.
So it is the first morning of the quilt show, of which we are not actively taking part, but we're doing our own special deals here in the store. So we'll be making some announcement as to what those deals are.
30%?
Yeah. And that's that. Beautiful day in Reno. Normally during the quilt show, it's an off year because normally during the quilt show, no matter when the quilt show is held, it is 8 million degrees. And instead, we got up this morning to a balmy 40 degrees at our house. No, that's good. So, we are enjoying the beautiful weather in Reno. My allergies. This actually, we'll talk deal of the day.
How about these?
My allergies, yes, are. We had dinner with some friends the other evening, and we were talking about allergies, and I was like, you know what? I'm totally fine in the mornings because I'm, sleeping in my room with my air filters. And then as the day goes on, my allergies just get worse. So that is our daily deal today. The Beneco air filters are at a significant discount. That is what's known as a matte product. So when you look at the daily deals for those air filters, the MSRP is listed. And for example, the Beneco P500, which is normally $4.99, has a matte price of $3.79. So what that means is the company, while it's a $500 air purifier, the company allows their online retailers to advertise that product at a minimum price, like a minimum sale price of $3.79. So it's already discounted online. Well, we're selling it right now for $3.29.
Wow. That's incredible. How can you resist that?
Well, so and that's kind of my favorite of the filters, which I've never had one, but with my allergies, Jeannie's like, why are we not using a bigger air filter? So we took one home. It's kind of their top of the line air purifier.
I'm fine with the pine. Not to brag or anything, but it's not bothering me at all.
I'm Princess and the Pea, and she's Shrek.
We always say that. I'm Shrek because I'm like a swamp creature.
I have never said that about my wife, but that's what she says about herself.
But I have like a stomach like a steel trap. The only thing my stomach can't handle is alcohol. But other than that, Michelle took away my day-old sandwich that I left out overnight.
You're not gonna eat.
She was like going to eat a day-old sandwich.
I ate it. I was eating it. I was hungry. There was no lunch.
It's your I don't even know, can I say it's your Korean heritage? It's eating fermented food.
Yeah, we eat fermented stuff. That's like I had peppers and my mom had I think we still have some.
Oh, we ate those, the original batch, for 10 years.
Yeah, she made sesame leaves, and it was like, I remember it was in an orange sherbet. My parents didn't.
Here, you tell them this.
We didn't have any. My parents didn't. We didn't have dessert. Like that's not. We never had dessert. So the only thing they would buy us when we were kids was orange sherbet. And my mom had used the container, and she had made hundreds of. She'd grown sesame leaves and then seasoned them and put them in this container. And Patrick and I ate them for like, I don't think it was 10 years. It was probably like 5 years.
Easily 10 years.
And it was like hundreds of them, and you would take them and just wrap your rice in them and eat them.
And when we started, it was so long that when we started, Jeannie didn't like them.
Yeah.
And when we ended, Jeannie liked them.
Yeah, I loved him. I wish I had him now. I wish I had my mom's sesame leaves, but anyways, I don't even know why we were talking about that, Patrick. What were we talking about?
Food. You were talking about how you're Shrek.
Oh yeah, I can eat anything. I do have allergies, like certain times of the year. I have some kind of allergy, but the pine pollen doesn't seem to bother me.
So, long story short, we asked a week ago if you wanted air purifiers as a daily deal, and a bunch of people said yes. And so, I had to modify an order because there was some back orders that were holding up my order. Modified the order, and everything arrived. The Beneco P500 is their top of the line purifier. The Beneco P400 is one model below. I mean, in theory, the higher the number, the larger the room. But one of the things that Beneco would tell you about the purifiers is that it's a guideline. You can, their big thing is air turnover. So the larger the room, the larger the filter, the faster the air turnover, the more frequently the air is totally purified. And actually, Elizabeth, that is actually one of the reasons why we talked about doing the filters now. Because last year when smoke season hit, the air was so bad, I was able to get 2 full air filter orders in, but every single air filter that arrived went out the door immediately, and then I couldn't get them for a period of time. They just sold out. So, my allergies kicked in, and I was like, geez, we should have air filters. And I had allergies this year like I've never had before. And B, it is looking like it might be a horrible smoke season.
We don't know, but
we don't know.
The West.
We don't know. So, something funny happened yesterday, which is we unboxed the filters yesterday. I had 4 P500s.
I thought when you said something funny happened yesterday, I thought you were going to tell them about Kai, when you were in Kai's room last night.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
We were laughing so hard.
So last night, my son, who's really into keyboards, he loves keyboards. He built a custom keyboard.
Did you even know that's a thing?
I was going to go in and give him a hard time, so I walked in my underwear and started messing with his keyboard. And then I looked up at the computer screen. Kai was just looking at me with his mouth on the floor. And he was on a video call with all his friends.
With a bunch of them.
So anyways. They nothing that they.
Patrick came in. He was like, Kai was on a video call with all his friends, and I went in there in my underwear.
So most people, that's their nightmare. You make it a reality.
I just, whatever. It was fine. I look good for a dad.
His dad bod.
So anyways,
dad bods are so in. Like Will Smith has made the dad bod in.
Oh, I got a better bod than Will Smith's dad bod right now. So anyways, getting off the
It would be,
subject.
that would be like me doing like red, white, and bloom, and then Patrick coming in his underwear.
You're like, da, 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 da. I look like a Greek father or something. I like think about like it was so funny. I had friends in high school and
Stop
college,
it.
and their dads would always come in their Speedos. And I always was like somewhat appreciative that like here's a dude who's just like he's just totally cool with who he is and what he's working with because he's in his Speedo.
Did you break this?
I don't know what just
It
happened.
was totally fine.
Well, now it's not. So, anyways,
Sorry.
the we're getting sidetracked here. So,
And that means
So-
Patrick was like right in front of the
I was
screen.
like literally like playing with this thing, and Kai's just looking at me. I'm like, he's not even reacting, and then I look up at the screen, and I'm like, hey guys. So
He wears like boxer undies.
we just can stop at this point. So, anyways,
They don't need to
so
So he's not in tighty whities.
so I wasn't in a Speedo. So, anyways, let's talk a little bit about the filters.
Back
So-
to the filters, ladies.
So the P500s, I got 4 of them out of the order. Like it wasn't a complete order. They still owe me some product, but I got 4 of them. They're all gone. So a bunch of people were in the store yesterday and were like, "Oh, the filters," and they bought the P500. So if you talked to me about a P500 before or had told me that you wanted it, I was able to fill those orders. But a couple of them got purchased over the course of the day yesterday. I've got more coming. They should be on the site. They are the top of the line air filter. This is what I like about the P500. So the P500 has an air sensor. Actually, monitors the quality of the air, and it has an auto setting. So what I've been doing, and it's funny because you can hear my allergies already kicking in this morning. It was super windy yesterday. So there's a lot of dust and debris and pollen in the air. But
Somebody asked, why don't we should have one in the store? You know why
well, somebody
we don't?
asked if we had one in the store.
Oh, I thought they meant if we're using it in the store.
Well, they were asking if we were, but part of the reason we don't do that is generally when we have them, we sell out of them. So,
we
so
haven't because like we don't have.
we sell them.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather sell them.
Yeah.
So
We'd rather sell them and then suffer in the store.
So the P500, what I like about it and what I've been doing is right when we go to bed, I turn the thing on high, and it's got like kind of an air quality thing on it that gives you a representation of the air quality. Commonly, it is starting like a couple of bars bad, meaning like if there are 8 bars across the bottom, maybe 5 are filled. Like if it goes all the way to 8, that means the air quality's fine. So I'll turn it on high for an hour or 2, and within an hour or 2, those bars are gone, like the air is kind of clean. So then I turn it to auto, which turns the fan down to low or even off. So by the time we go to sleep, the filter's only running as much as it needs to maintain the quality of the air, which for the first several days would mean it was like, the fan out of 5 powers might be running on 1 or 2. At this point, the fan, by the time we wake up in the morning, it's just totally off. But like I said, when I wake up in the morning, we were out with doctor friends, and I was like, God, I'm totally fine in the morning. And then as the day goes on, my allergies get worse, and the doctor was literally like, that's not the way it normally works. Normally you're worst in the morning, and then you kind of clear as the day goes on. And I'm like, no, I'm sleeping in a purified environment. So that's the P500. The P400 is one model lower. The P400, would you open the promotions page just so I can
Yes, I
see these
will.
prices?
I would love
The
to.
P400 is one model below. It's slightly smaller. It's equally as
Do you want me to-
quiet. No, just open the P400. That's the H400. The P400 is one model smaller, and you're going from $329
$100 off.
to $249. So you're saving $60, $80, right? You're saving $80. You are no longer with a filter with that. You no longer have a filter with the auto setting, the sleep setting, but it's still very quiet, still very effective. These things are normally $349. Online, they're on sale right now for $299. Everywhere else, I've got them at $249. So you're saving $100 over MSRP for the P400. Still a very good filter, saves you money. Disadvantage would be no auto or sleep setting, which quite frankly, I really like that with the hybrid purifiers. I'm going to talk about those in 1 second. But with the P400, it's a good opportunity to save some money. We had a handful of those yesterday. I've got one left after yesterday because people were buying them when they saw us unbox them. Once again, I have 4 or 5 more coming that are on order. They just don't have them yet. But excellent. And I've got one of them in stock. And then let's talk a little bit about the hybrid purifiers. And I've got a bunch of these in stock. So the H300 and the H400. So these are the ones that we've most heavily pushed. And if Shauna was here, these are the ones that, Shauna, early on, I took one home and I was like, wow, this thing is really cool. Shauna took one home. She was having allergies, and we gave one to Shauna and Alex. And Shauna never really talked to me about it. And then I had a customer in the store that wanted to talk purifiers, and I was talking about how cool the hybrid ones are. And Shauna walks by and is like, "That has changed my life." And so Shauna is a highly allergic individual. And long story short, Shauna's like, I'm off my bronchial meds. I'm off my decongestants. I rarely am hitting my albuterol inhaler anymore. I had no idea that any of this was going on for her. I knew how heavily she was treating her allergies and her chronic bronchitis. I did not realize that a month or 2 into the purifier, she was no longer on medication anymore. We have since had a number of our customers tell us their experience was similar. And so in Europe, they sell something called air washers. It's like those products are available here in the US, but I think legally the FAA doesn't let us call them air washers. But this is the deal with the hybrid purifiers. The air washer idea is they use a humidification media that is kind of like a sponge, and it actually will capture large dust and pollen. And so it actually does clean the air. It does not purify the air, but it cleans the air. It'll remove kind of the larger pollen from the air with the water and the humidification media. These hybrid units have a filter, 99 point some odd percent effective at removing debris and pollen from the air. And then they have this, what they call in Europe, air washer humidification media. And so you can set it manually, but it works with a Bluetooth app. It works with the Beneco Bluetooth app. You can literally go in and say, I want to purify the air, meaning you're running only through the purification media. Or I only want to humidify the air, meaning you're only running the humidifier as a humidifier. or I want to run both and both, run the humidifier and the purification media. Kai has been under the weather and has had a cold. Like it happens every year. He has his exams. And so this has been running like nonstop in his room. And this is what, I've both seen in my own house and what other people have told me. So essentially, you can run it year round. Like in a place like Reno where it's relatively humid in the summer, it's still dry, but humid during the summer where we go up to like 35% humidity. You might not need the humidifier, but then it's dusty and there's lots of pollen, so you can run the purifier. In the fall, when it is, kind of larger pollens, you can run it without the purification media, and it kind of pulls the pollen out of the air with the humidifier. And then as you go into the winter, where there's not a whole lot of pollen and dust, but you just need the humidity, you just run it as a humidifier. And you can do all that right through the app. Shauna, when she was describing it to me, she's like, you know what? I run it as a humidifier all the time with the purification media, because she's like, what essentially happens is everything's moving. Like it kind of, she doesn't get that like super head stuff, like nothing's moving. The humidifier actually kind of keeps things moving, makes it easier for her to clear in the morning and all that stuff and kind of move on with her day. And sleeping in the room with the purified air kind of saves her. So the H300, smaller version of the H400, the big difference with the H400 is it has a large tank reservoir on the back. So if you are somebody who's a drastic sufferer of allergies, you can run it all the time. It's possible to handle that. It will handle the larger rooms. 5-year warranties on this stuff. It's beautifully made. They used to be made in Switzerland. And at the time they were, $1,000 plus filters. They moved manufacturing to Asia. It's been successful. We've sold a couple hundred of them. I've had one warranty issue in the 3 years that we've had them. I literally just made a phone call, and it wasn't with a purifier. It was with a fan. I literally made a phone call. I sent a picture of the serial number, and they sent out a brand new unit for that person the same day. So they've been excellent to work with. Their warehouse is in California. I ordered this stuff last week, and it was funny. They have been longer to ship, but I think they've gotten their warehouse challenges handled, because I literally ordered last week and had them within a week. Very easy to clean and keep mold off the parts, Kimberly. That's actually something really nice. Somebody came in and was like, I need a new humidifier sponge. I need this, I need that. You actually take everything, throw it in the dishwasher. So you can take the bases of the unit, the humidification media itself, that sponge material, and then the holder for that. Because of that air washer technology, the idea is you put it in your dishwasher. I actually don't put it in with dishes because it is pulling stuff out of the air, but you run a speed cycle and the stuff comes out perfectly clean. And so I've run mine for 2 or 3 years, and I've washed it in the dishwasher probably 6 or 7 times. No issues there. I mean, you can get that other stuff. You do replace those filters. The filters are literally half the price of like IQ air filters or Ideal air filters, which are the European made products, and they're just as good. And so filter cost is down. Everything is great. The H400 is a new product. It just came out. I haven't sold them before, but I love the idea, because like in Kai's scenario over the last number of days, you're filling that reservoir in the H300. If it's running 24 hours a day, you're probably filling it every 16 to 18 hours, if not a little bit more, where, you could probably run it for a couple of days without that. Dax mentioned something to me yesterday. Dax's new bride has bad allergies, and what's that?
Okay.
What is that? So the So the he was running an ultrasonic humidifier, and it got white dust all over everything because that's sending out small, tiny little droplets, and the droplets get there, and then it evaporates, and it leaves, like hard water dust. This is not ultrasonic. It literally just changes the humidity. Kai's maintained in his bedroom since this whole thing humidity of about 45%. And it was funny because he basically was like, man, it made a huge difference. Like literally he was like, this isn't going to make a difference. And like a day later he was like, Dad, it's making a huge difference. So the H300 is normally they're I want to say they're $449 down right there. The H300 is normally $429. Online they are $379. I've got them listed at $329. The H400 is normally $499. You can find them online, I think, for $449, and I have them at $399. I have 4 H300s, 4 H400s, and 1 P400 in stock right now. Anything else is coming. I have product on back order that they've told me will be fulfilled before the end of the month, but I expect it faster. The P500s and the P400s especially, he's like, I can guarantee by the end of the month. The P500s, it sounded like they were like next week. So an excellent opportunity to get in kind of ahead of the curve when it comes to fire season. So they're there, take advantage of it, and really excellent high quality product if you want to see it come into the store. Worth coming into the store today because Jeannie's going to cover essentially what we're doing with our
special deals. So number one, we are going to do, and we'll post them. Patrick and I were just writing these up this morning. It's kind of how it's been. But we're going to do Baby Lock and Brother accessories, all 35% off. So if you want a hoop, if you want an accessory guide, if you want feet, if you want whatever you want, it's going to be 35% off. Kimberbell and, in stock designs. Kimberbell, if you want to get, Janine Babbage, if you want to get, and this is just going to be for the quilt show days. So what is that? Just
3 days. Today through Saturday.
Yep, today, tomorrow, and Saturday.
Yeah.
30% off. If you want Anita Good in stock designs, it's only in stock designs for those. 40% off all Anita Good in stock. Thread, we're going to do all thread 30% off. And guess what just came in? Woo woo. Isocord. We haven't even set it up yet, but it came in yesterday. So we'll work on getting that set up.
The Polyfast will still be at 40% off.
Yeah, and it's not so it's just Wonderfill Polyfast. Some people have thought that all the Wonderfills on sale at 40% off. It is not. It is just the Polyfast because we're working to clear it out to make room for the Isocord. And fabric, 25% off all fabric. Snap hoops. And I don't have a lot of these. I just got some more, and I got some shipping confirmation. But some of this will be special order. If you want anything special order, I'll honor all these prices for anything special order too. Snap hoops will be
Even
20.
on designs?
Yeah, why not, right?
Okay. Yep.
You just might have to wait for them. So just understand, I can't have everything in stock. So, and Snap hoops 25% off. Scan and cut.
So right now, there's a national special on the scan and cut, which is...
How about accessories? Scan and cut accessories was what I meant.
Let's do 25% off all scan and cut accessories.
Okay, 25% off all scan and cut accessories.
And then there is a national special on the scan and cut. So right now, The national special's been $8.99 on the Scan and Cut SDX 230DX. It's now $7.99, so you're saving an extra $100.
That's the national special.
That's the national special. I'll do $7.49.
Whoa, ladies! Get your Scan and Cut. Did you
Here's
see
the
all
deal.
the fun stuff
I don't
Michelle's
have
doing?
any. I've had 6 on back order for a period of time. I did have somebody that came in, and I gave her that $7.49 deal. So she bought the last SDX 230 that I've got. I've got 6 on order. I don't know when they're going to be here, but I'll honor the deal on that. So $7.49. That's including the roller feeder bundle, which is Michelle's upcoming Scan and Cut Club. SDX 225 has a national special, which was $7.99, is now $6.99. I'll do $6.49, and I have 2 of those in stock.
Then
We're blowing out machines. Come in and see me. Now is the time. Anybody looking for a beautiful classroom machine, a beautiful sewing machine for a classroom? I have both a Brother 1350 as well as a Baby Lock Soprano. It's an opportunity to get those machines below 4 figures. These are $3,000 sewing machines. So we'll be in the hundreds on those machines. I've got a Celebrate that's like 3 or 4 months old.
I thought it was 6 months old.
Maybe it was 6 months old. That I will do. I'll blow it out. I think I told somebody $700.
You gotta offer it to them first.
Yeah,
before
so
you
I'll
blow
call
it.
them first. But I've got a used Evolution. I've got a Dream Machine.
We've got a dream machine.
We've got a Dream Machine, low mileage.
Low mileage, call
6
us.
million stitches, fully upgraded. So I've got some awesome stuff. So with all these deals,
We'll post
come
them,
in the
so
shop.
we'll go ahead and we'll give these to Michelle.
If you're at the quilt show, tell people to make sure to call us first.
Yeah, so if you're at the quilt show and you get a
I gotta
price,
get to work,
give us a
but-
call and we'll see if we could wheel and deal with you. And then
I will wheel and deal.
Did you
So-
hear that, ladies? We will wheel and deal.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
So, summer nights, I've
All
got
right,
two. I
bye.
thought I had one. I actually have 2 more summer night kits. That's going to be next Wednesday. It's going to be a super fun event, especially it's kitted. You get everything. Stabilizer is included. It's $99. So if you've been on the fence, get your summer nights kit. It's going to be super fun. What do we have going on? Let me just look at the calendar really quickly, and then I'll get you out of here. We have the Solaris and Luminaire IQ class. That's going to be tomorrow. If you haven't taken that class yet, sign up. We only do it once a month. Somebody emailed me to say that there was no butterfly image attached. I just attached it and resent that out. So get signed up for that class. Shauna's going to be here tomorrow, so she's going to be teaching that class. Let me save that and send that. And then we also have, this morning we're doing an aerial embroidery. Oh, it already started, so can't sign up for that one. Tomorrow, I have one spot tomorrow. We're doing an in-person class tomorrow. So if you have the soprano or 1350 and you haven't taken that class yet, we are doing it in person. We like to keep those to 2 people. So I have room for 1 more person in that class. And then next week is the God Bless America Table Topper. That's going to be on Monday. We are doing summer nights on Wednesday. Sweet Pea Flower Power, it's sold out, but we're doing that on the 17th. If you're interested in taking that class, you can shoot us an email. And then we are doing the Red, White, and Bloom Sew Along on Thursday at our normal time between 2 to 5. Ladies, did we have so much fun? I think we had so much fun. We were quilting in the hoop yesterday. So even if you couldn't take the class, you can watch it. It's on Facebook. It's in that sew along group. And it wasn't this planned out thing. I kind of was just quilting as we were going, and we used some of the designs from the Red, White, and Bloom packet, and then we also did some fills, and then we also created showed people how to quilt around how to quilt around your embroidery designs by pulling in stamped images. So that is all there. It's available for you to watch. And it doesn't have to be for this project. It could just be learning the technique. And it's in that free sew-along group. So join that group. And that's it for now. We'll talk about classes for next week, the following week. Tomorrow, special guest. We have our first special guest. It's going to be Kimberbell Huckabee. She is my rep for Riley Blake, Hoffman Fabrics, and E.E. Schenk. She's going to be showing some new product. We're going to be doing some special deals. And she's going to show some stuff that we've ordered that's going to be coming in. And it should be really fun. So plan on joining us here tomorrow for that. And also we're going to do our giveaway tomorrow. And we'll have a special question for you. So lots going on the store. We're super excited. Be creative. Make something awesome. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, ladies. Wait. Did I say she's from Kimberbell? It's Kimberly. Did I say Kimberbell? I think I said that yesterday too. Kimberly Huckabee. Sorry, I said that yesterday too. Kimberly Huckabee will be joining us tomorrow. And then we have a guest lined up for next Friday too. Bye, guys.